how do you know that you're becoming dehydrated? Well, here are the three main signs. Number one, the first sign that you may be volume depleted or beginning dehydration is fatigue. A lot of people, they're going through their day, they wake up in the morning, they have a cup of coffee, and they start feeling more tired about 3 or 4 hours later. So they have another cup of coffee. They start feeling tired about 3 or 4 hours later. They'll have a third cup of coffee to try and keep themselves going, keep themselves awake. Unfortunately, as I mentioned in a previous video, caffeine, particularly in the form of coffee, is a diuretic. So you're losing excess amount of fluid throughout the day, trying to boost your energy, where actually what you're doing is making your fatigue worse by dehydrating yourself with the caffeinated products. So keep in mind, once again, fatigue is an early warning sign of dehydration. If you're noticing you're having to drink stimulants throughout the day to kind of keep your energy level up, it may be because you're in a volume depleted state. And rather than drinking more caffeinated drinks that will make you more volume depleted, try and hydrate with either water or isotonic fluids. And you may notice that your energy level improves without having to drink any more coffee. Number two, an early warning sign of dehydration, when it starts becoming clinically evident, is your heart rate starts to go up, or you develop what we call tachycardia. One of the first things that we assess when a patient comes into the emergency room, particularly if they've had a history of excessive volume loss in the form of nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, or being out in the heat for prolonged periods of time, is what is their heart rate? If your heart rate is accelerated, then that's another early warning sign that you may have become volume depleted and dehydrated. Once we start seeing changes in the vital signs, we go from mild dehydration to moderate dehydration. There's another step, and that's number three. Number three in the things that we see in dehydration when it becomes more severe, when we're starting to look at severe dehydration, is a drop in your blood pressure. We have a patient who comes in and has reason to be volume depleted. Their heart rate is up and their blood pressure is much lower than normal. They've got excessive fatigue. They notice they're feeling dizzy, particularly if they sit up or stand up. In some cases, they actually will faint or pass out. We notice that they are severely dehydrated or volume depleted, and aggressive IV fluid resuscitation is necessary. Those are the three things. Number one, fatigue. Number two, tachycardia or rapid heartbeat. And then number three, a rapid heartbeat with a low blood pressure. Pay attention to yourself and get assistance if you need it. I hope you like the content that we're rolling out. If there are other things that you guys want to talk about, please send us a message with some questions, and that'll help us to generate some new content for you. But while you're watching, be sure to hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button so you can be the first ones to hear as we put out new content, and hit that bell notification so that when we do put out new stuff, you'll know about it. God bless you.